Hey gamers, I am Snake7 and yes, I'm back again. Yes, I have been AWOL for about a week and a half, but work has been absolutely crazy. I've been so busy, just hadn't had time or the chance to do videos or basically sit in this room, to be totally truthful. So apologies for not putting the videos up. Also, I haven't really managed to get back on my old videos and reply to any comments that you guys have sent out, so apologies there. And I've got to catch up on a fair few videos, so there should be comments coming your way shortly for your videos as well, so apologies all round guys. But anyway, I'm back, and the last 3 videos I did were, was it 3? No, 4 videos, which was obviously the week of Nintendo, where I showed my recap of all the 100 games I've got in my collection, boxed and complete. Well, the fun don't stop there really, to be honest, because of a couple of weeks ago, I did a deal with a very good YouTuber, a very good friend, and everybody's friend in realistic terms, Pete Snestastic. And most of you do know. If you don't know, he's sold on his entire Ntsc Super Nintendo collection. So, opportunity knocks, and me being a Ntsc Super Nintendo collector, I had to jump in with both feet and basically try and get as many games off him as I could afford, realistically. I missed out on a couple of niche titles, but I didn't do too bad. I've ended up with another 22 games to the collection, so that's going to bring my total up to 122 games, boxed and complete. So what I'm going to do, being it's going to be thin on the ground for pickups, I'm going to be doing probably a video a week now, because it's very busy at work also, and just show you each week what I've picked up off Pete. So without further ado guys, cup in hand, and I need a drink before I start. Let's crack on, and I'll just try and show you a few games at a time. I don't know, 5 or 6 if I can squeeze them in. Right, game number 1. I've just realised I've left them in the covers, so I'm going to have to take them out. Game number 1 is a classic game. It's been on multi-formats, had its own arcade port, and it is this one, which is Super Buster Bros. Obviously, everybody knows its original name, which is Pang. The box is absolutely super duper. We are talking about Pete Snestastic here, so these games are going to be in A1, if not better condition. But the game itself is the classic Pang game. As you can see, you are 1 or 2 players, and you have a numerous amount of balls bouncing around the screen, and you've just got to take the balls out, make them smaller, just get rid of them basically before one hits you. Classic gameplay. I think there's 2 styles of gameplay, and there's an arcade mode, there's an adventure mode on here, but really, really good and really addictive game for what it is. But as soon as I seen when Pete had this, I was originally after this myself anyway. So here it is at last. But yeah, that's the first game, guys, and that is Super Buster Bros, aka Super Pang. Now the next one, I think I'll have to bring the game a bit further towards me. That's better. Sticking on my lap is better. The next one is one I originally had on PAL, but I obviously got rid of it because I wanted the American version. Now, the American version, I mean, this game isn't expensive, but it's quite difficult to find in really good condition. And as per usual, Pete finds these games. And as I say, I had this originally on PAL, and it's nice now to have it on the NTSC version. And that game is Aliens 3. And the condition of this game, I'm not going to constantly repeat myself, but is really good. So I think every game I show you, I'm just going to show you, and just not say the condition of this game, because you just know full well they're going to be in great condition. But this game is a classic side-scrolling platform action adventure. There's obviously the Mega Drive version, which strangely most people prefer. It is faster paced, I'm not going to deny that. This is a slower paced game compared to the Mega Drive or Genesis version, but I do really like this version. The music is really atmospheric. The game is atmospheric, but it's a very, very tough game, I must admit that. But still a game I'm very, very happy to have on the NTSC version especially. So that is the second game, guys, and that is a very classic game, Aliens 3. Well, classic to me anyway. Right, game number 3. Game number 3 is another arcade hit. To be honest, I never actually got to play this on the arcade, but I would have loved to. But as I say, this version and this game is another multi-platform. It's been on a lot of systems, but this version I've always wanted to get my hands on. I still want the sequel for it, but at last I've got myself the Super Smash TV. Oh, I couldn't get my words out then. Yeah, Super Smash TV. Absolutely brilliant game this is. Top down chaos shooter, I'll call it, because that's what it is. It's absolute mayhem. You know the story of the game show, and you've just got to kill everything in sight, collect as much money as you can, and kill all the bosses. There are keys to pick up to open. I think it's either a secret level or you get a secret boss and a secret ending, but I haven't yet. I haven't even scratched the surface of this game, so I've got plenty of gameplay on this. But this is an absolute classic game, and probably my favourite version of this game is on the Super Nintendo, to be honest. So I've got it on the Master System. It's really enjoyable on that, but this is by far a much better game. And as I say, I really, really want the sequel, which is Total Carnage. But that will no doubt be added to the collection next year. So that is Super Smash TV. Now, game number 4 is a platformer, and yet again I did have this on the PAL format. On the PAL format, this game you can pick up, what, about £15, like I did, and in really, really nice condition, to be honest with you. But knowing me, my PAL games have now gone because I'm solely collecting for the NTSC system. End of story. That is my main focus now. I enjoyed the PAL system, and a lot of people still find the PAL system very collectible, and it is more expensive to collect for the PAL system. I know that, but I just prefer the box art and the games in general, because this is nostalgic for me anyway. Because when I first picked up my PAL Super Nintendo, I immediately started importing games anyway, so it's like common knowledge for me to carry on with the NTSC formats anyway. Going back onto the game. Game is a cutesy side-scrolling platformer, but it's very deceiving, and it is quite a difficult cookie to beat, this is. But as I say, the game is very easy to pick up PAL, and very cheap, but on American it asks for silly money, and yet again trying to find this game in really, really good condition is another thing entirely again. But as I say, Pete done wonders and he found it, and I'm glad to have this again, especially because this is the second time I've owned this game, and it is Mr. Nuts. And anybody who's got this or has been looking for it knows how difficult this game is to find in good condition. But as I say, the game itself is a really nice side-scrolling platforming game, very cutesy. But it's a little tricky. It's very, very tricky. It is. Don't let it deceive you. But as I say, also it is very, very hard to come by. And stupid money. It really is stupid money for this game. But still a great addition to add to my collection. And I'm very happy to have that. So that is Mr. Nuts. Now what we got time? 9 minutes. Wow. Now, the last game, I'm going to show you one more game. Because I don't want to, like, I've got to spread this over. Hang on, how many games have I got now? 20, oh, obviously 20. I could show you 2 more. I might squeeze 2 more in. Right, the next game is a game Cojones Deloro has talked about getting for his Super Famicom. And it's a shooter. And I'm going to show him what it is. I'm going to show you what it is. But I'm going to warn that this game is not an easy game. It's unrelentlessly difficult. I'm serious. It is so hard, it's untrue. But the game I'm talking about is this one. And it is a really good shooter, I'm not going to deny that. But the game is absolutely stupidly hard. And that game is Biometal. Really, really good game. As I say, classic side-scrolling shooter. But as you can see on the screenshots, it is a real good, graphically brilliant. Music's quite good actually. It's if anybody can remember, I know Pete loves these. They are 2 Unlimited. These are early 90s techno music. This is you might be able to hear it in the background, but as I say, not a bad soundtrack if you're into that sort of thing. But it kind of goes well with this game. But gameplay wise, is good, but it's very, very taxing, and it's really quite fast for a shoot 'em up, because I've found with some shooters on the Super Nintendo there is quite a bit of slowdown. Like on some one of the art types, it does slow down considerably, but this is quite a speedy game. And as I say, you're zooming across the screen, and there's that many things on the screen, and look, if you don't concentrate, you just, before you know it, you're dead, and you don't even know it. It is seriously difficult. I'll put this down onto the easy setting, and the furthest I can get is mid second level. It is that tough. It is seriously hard. I know I'm not the greatest shoot 'em up player, but even so, it is just silly. It is silly for hardness, which is a real shame really, because the game itself plays and looks really, really good. But as per usual, you know, at the end of the day, practice makes perfection, don't it? So anyway, great game to have, Daz. Definitely grab this one, mate. But be warned, it's a tough cookie, trust me. So that is Biometal, guys. Right. I said I'd squeeze one more in, shall I? Yeah, I will. Right, okay. Let's have a look. I'll squeeze this one in for you. Now, this one is a sequel to a very, very classic game. Everybody loves the game. This one I've never actually played until, and never actually owned until I've got it off Pete. But it is Super Mario 2, Yoshi's Island. And I've played a bit of this. I haven't give it much time, because I haven't had the time to actually play the thing, to be honest with you. But it is a really good looking game. Slightly, obviously plays similar to Mario in respects of the platform edge, but it does play slightly different, because you are Baby Mario and you play Yoshi, Baby Mario, and you have to ride Yoshi. But Yoshi's an integral part to the game, because he gets you. Like, you got different Yoshis to ride per level, and one Yoshi has to get you to one part of an island, and then another Yoshi takes over, and you've got to like basically get from one island to one side of the island to the other. But as I say, I've played a couple of levels. Very, very good game. And graphically, really, really good. As I say, I haven't given it much time. I haven't had the opportunity. But the game itself is a fantastic game. Very happy to have this at last, the sequel to Super Mario World. But I am definitely going to give this some time and give it some love, trust me. So that, guys, is the final game I'm going to show you for this video. So that's Super Mario Land 2, or Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. So, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Hope you enjoyed them little, well, 6 games. I was going to show you 5, but I showed you 6. Don't mind me. But as I say, I'm going to leave it there, guys. There's going to be a little more next week for you. As I say, if I can get another video up, you know, 1 or 2 a week, I'll do it. But as I say, work at the moment's hectic for me, so it's really tough. So if 1 video's a week, it's going to be 1 video a week, guys. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. And as always, I am Ntsc 7. Keep playing. Keep watching. All the best, guys.